do a little bit of intuitive tarot just to see what the energies be reflecting for us for the month of, oh no, look at that. All the shuffle has gone awry. For the month of June 2024, divine guidance and loving clarity is my intention. I teach a lot of yoga, meditation, and I offer tarot and EFT, so feel free to check out any of the services from All to Love. I've been posting online since 2012, really when my yoga career was picking up. And I was doing a lot of different styles of healing. And as in, having healing sessions and gong therapies and flotation and Bowen technique and shiatsu and emotion code, timeline healing, like just a really intensive phase. And then that kind of led to me publishing the Fearless Life Guide and intuiting. I didn't use the language because it wasn't in my vocab, but as it turns out, the book is my own intuitive interpretation of shadow work and how to heal core wounds, deep wounds. To me, the mind, the mental, emotional gateway is very connected to our spiritual connection as well. And things like meditation, yoga, what have you, these practices, crystal healing, Reiki, they can all open doorways to our own connectivity until we really are the source of our own healing. So divine guide, a little ramble sass for my Sagittarian lovers. You guys are amazing. Divine guidance and loving clarity for my Saggies. What are the divine guidance messages for my Sagittarian lovers? Whoop. So I'm hearing patience from the Temperance card, and this is really connected to something that perhaps a new love situation that felt like brand new. Certainly it felt like it was a love offer or a new beginning in love that felt like a huge opportunity, and now it looks like it has been an opportunity. But we're coming into the month of June. The world reverse is giving me a sense of turbulence or having our world turned upside down. But the interesting message here, Sag, is this is like good manifestations. These are sort of more balance, more reciprocity. I'm sensing that for some of you have also gone through like an awakening. So you have refined yourself. You've honed your sense of awareness. You are ready to move forward. You feel illuminated within that sense of balance. Finances might be a bit tricky for you, but this is part of finding greater harmony from a healed heart. You might have walked away from a love situation that just was not working. And there could have been, Three of Swords is here, so we could have been dealing with a situation where there was a third party involved, or, one too many people in a situation that felt oh so loving and like effortless. It just didn't work out. There was other things going on that it wasn't necessarily what we thought it was. Another lesson. I can't remember who coined it. A blessing. Some of you were dealing with a King of Swords who might have been lying, about stuff. So stepping into the present moment where the world might feel a bit turbulent, might feel turned upside down, there's a sense of refinement, there's a sense of integrity, there's a sense of you coming into more of your own divine essence, responsible for your own emotions, connected to the ground. And maybe you're just being patient right now with regards to what's coming in around you. The Wheel of Fortune, there is a Ten of Pentacles here. Have I mentioned that? I'm not sure. with the Six of Pentacles. So I'm sensing your patience can evolve into maybe a work situation that's more reciprocal, which has the potential to lead to Ten of Pentacles. I haven't pulled the card yet, but I'm getting a sense that for some of you, you might meet somebody in a new working situation, a better feeling work situation after maybe having to restart again, you know, like having to choose options, having to walk away from things, having to like maybe disappoint people even. I'm hearing that you're older and you're wiser and you're able to hold space for yourself and be more patient before taking action. These, these are all kind of karmic cycles that we all go through, ups and downs, learning lessons about duality, about the expression of life on earth. Of course, from the Ulta Love perspective, it's all about moving to greater love, finding greater love and harmony, forgiving, letting go, consciously projecting our reality so that we can live in a more benevolent, fair world. And yet we all have different value systems, belief systems, and projections. So the more we come into ourselves, our spiritual connection, know thyself is, to me, a very fundamental. And from other sort of religious contexts, you could say that is the true source and connection to God, the altar of God. So yeah, there's definitely a situation here with a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, an air sign energy. Do what you like with your genders, especially in the general readings. So a situation with a King of Swords that probably felt like, wow, beautiful, and like, this is so amazing. But there might have been someone else involved. So that was a hard lesson to stomach. Three of Swords, but you have healed. You didn't move forward with it, basically. You might have had the opportunity to move forward, but you sussed. You were like, this doesn't feel right, or they were canoodling with someone else. So you're like, yeah, I don't think that's my vibratory. I'm going to step out. I'm going to step into myself and step out of the situation. You might have been living together. There might have been a pretty tight bond where you were, hence the world flipped upside down, to me, can be change, like having to like uproot ourselves or having to really change things up pretty dynamically. But it's for the better in this regard, right? Yeah, defo for the better here. It just wasn't working. And of course, if there's other people, or if there's lies, or if there's a little bit of lack of integrity, then often is the case it won't work, or certainly wouldn't be a very loving or abundant or fruitful kind of dynamic. It's all I'm hearing like it's all going down the poo-poo drain. It's meant to dissolve, because you're coming to greater justice. You're coming temperance and justice, greater harmony and balance and power, but from a very unified state of consciousness here, because you've learned a lot of lessons. You're now more fine-tuned to reciprocity, give and take, clear exchanges, all that kind of stuff. So this is a pretty big evolution for you, Sagittarius. There's a slow burn energy, slow burn energy with the expansion. So you guys are expanding your lives, you're expanding your consciousness, you're likely to be like, creating the life that you want and doing it in a different way, working it in a different way. Let's get some final messages here for Sagittarius. What are the final messages? This is pretty radical shift of perception. I'm feeling the sense of like preparedness. Like I almost want to say, prepare yourself for some good stuff here. Prepare yourself for like just better engagement, more reciprocity. When I said the word engagement, I got a sense that for some of you, you might work online. You might be building an audience, hence engagement, increasing engagement, stepping into that piece of emotionality and balance and sense of connection for yourself to open up to the divine guidance, right? To that like illumination of this is me. This is what I deserve, what I want, what I'm empowering myself to be. Learn my lessons. I don't need to rush into anything. Don't need to engage in codependency. I've learned my lessons and I'm ready to expand my life in a positive way via the internal gate of perception. So, because a lot of this stuff, when you talk about integrated wisdom, is understanding it, right? If it's not integrated, we can't understand, so we're just flapping about. Once we learn the lesson, we're free. We're free to create with our brothers and sisters who are also free. You know, we're no longer bound. It's a different perception. And it comes through life experience. A lot of this juice is all life experience orientation versus externalizing knowledge versus embodying it, to be wise, to engage with the wisdom of these teachings, right? It's how we live our lives. It's how we express ourselves versus what some of us pick up on is like an inauthentic regurgitation of something that we took in mentally but haven't been able to sort of digest and embody it through the heart. I'm hearing that song. I'm sure it came through another reading as well, but I mightn't have said a whole new world, a whole new world, Sagittarius, because you guys are the lion in sheep's clothing, right? I think narcissistic circles, there's the whole wolf, the wolf in the sheep's clothing. But this is a slightly different context of you are not meant to be one with the crowd. You are meant to break free. You are meant to embody more of your true essence. You can't pretend anymore. That's part of the shift. I can't pretend that I can't see that. I can't pretend that I'm not feeling that. I can't. Hence, standing on your own 2 feet, really grounded, connected to your spirit, connected to a sense of justice and fairness and balance, and being like, I'm ready. I'm going to expand. Whether those people from my past or those people that hurt me or like childhood wounding, regardless of whatever the trauma brain says, I'm expanding and it's going to be a good one. Because there's reciprocity here in your pentacles. So there is something integrated coming into being that's more balanced, more fair, where you'll feel it come back. You'll be like, thank God I made the right choice, right? Because often these painful cycles can take us into spaces where we think we did something wrong. And yet on some level, we chose these experiences to alchemize, to refine temperance energy. And then have the courage. So these emotional storms, I call them, or shadow work, or kind of the work of the alchemist, is to see this for what it is and untie these ties and go, okay, you don't have to attack the sheeps. You can just walk away and find your tribe. You're not bound by the conditions. That's the essence, right? And with that understanding card, you're like, do you want to stay bound to the conditions of pretending to be something you're not? Where was it? I didn't pull it, damn it. But there's that freedom card, or that kind of understanding card, right? Or do you want to break free and go hang out with your bros and sisters, right? One more card now. One more card for my Saggies. Divine guidance, loving clarity. What are the final messages for my Saggies for the June month, 2024? Some of you might want to mentorship or learning. I get more of a sense of mentorship. I went on a bit of a ramble, didn't I, at the beginning of this, about all the different healing modalities that there are. Some of you could end up like training in it or having a mentor help you integrate stuff. But there was another message, integrate, but then for some of you, it's about cutting some cords as well. You can do that, all that kind of stuff on their own, but often it's important to have a witness. That's how I see healing therapy. It's like an alignment belief system, and then holding the space for the perspective access that allows the body to heal. And then the witness affirms it or validates the experience until we are unified and understand and can keep processing stuff on our own. It's not easy, but again, I'm speaking from personal experience with regards to that kind of the initiation into being autonomous, being more self-aware, being able to be alone and keep alchemizing this stuff, as painful as it gets. Yeah, because for some of you, that's the conditioning stuff. It's like you've gone as far as you can in one way. You're like, I don't want to do love this way. I don't want to do money this way. I want to be in justice. I want to be in reciprocal dynamics. I want to expand. I want to feel better. I want life to be easier. I want these great things. And they're all available to you through your perspective. Maybe some of you are going to engage a spiritual healer, a mentor, a guide, that sort of thing to help you get there. But it's here. You're on the precipice. You've gone as far as you can in one way. And, you know, for a lot of us in this community, there is a sense of finally letting go of like deep grief, deep pain, deep sorrow, deep sadness, and evolving into the projected state of consciousness that we've been guided through, right? That we've moved through these emotional waves and these storms to engage in that kind of projected new earth reality, which is again a higher harmonic. It's not some fantasy. It's a guidance point from the earth herself. That a lot of souls are here to create this more expanded reality that's better, you know, for the good of all, and of course the planet as well. Holla Shazam! Have a wonderful month of June, my Saggy lovers. Take care of yourselves, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Awesome ones. Take care, you guys.